On this channel, we focus a lot on productivity. I mean, the last video was kinda like that, discussing ways to start projects, and on this oldish video, discussing time management and learning productivity tips to help you complete your projects and whatnot. In this video, we have another contender for productivity, the artist and their environment, specifically how the influences on someone's environment can help with productivity. We'll focus on ergonomics and comfort, cleanliness and messiness, and of course the influences of color. Then I guess in the end we could do a little room tour if you're curious about that. I know someone's looking at the thumbnail and saying, I don't want my room to look like a fairy unicorn rainbow kaiju took a dump in it. Don't worry, this is just how I choose to decorate. But we can find an aesthetic or style that can work for you. So let's just jump into it. The thing about productivity is that we all think of it as, oh, you need the willpower, and oh, you need to manage your time, which is all important and true, but willpower and time management have nothing on comfort. Absolutely nothing on it. If you're not comfortable, you won't be able to be as effective or as creative. Let's touch on some things that'll make you more comfortable, especially when it comes to your own living space. Natural lighting. Yes, you need to open up those windows and let the sun and breeze in. When you let the light in, you're able to increase alertness, reduce eye strain, yes, for both digital and traditional creatives. It also improves mood. The sun is super important for all of that, so let the sun in. And you know what, guys? I have to confess that this is more of a do as I say and not as I do situation. Like, I close up my fucking windows, I'm sorry. I live in Los Angeles where it's noisy and polluted, and I don't like choking on car fumes and dirt in my spare time. Like, sure, I have an air purifier, but like, it doesn't match the aesthetic, okay? So like, come on, it's ugly. But yeah, my windows stay shut. I'm too deep in the trenches. But if you live in somewhere like Maine where the where the air is like clean, open up them damn windows. Don't listen to Travis Scott, y'all. Just open up your damn window. Next, speaking of pollution and noise, let's talk about noise. Productivity is all about your noise quality. And if there's someone who knows a thing or two about noise, it's my neurodivergent, misophonic ass. I don't just dislike noise. I have a strong emotional reaction to it, like anger and sadness. It's weird, but it is what it is. But whether you're neurodivergent or neurotypical, sound reduction is very important to your productivity. Quiet places enhance your concentration and focus. Starting a drawing or some writing is one thing, but it's another thing to be drawing or writing whilst getting notifications from your friends, finding the next YouTube video, and hearing people chat in the background, and this and that. You can't concentrate as well. But concentration is more than just focus. It's all about making fewer mistakes. If you could just find a way to minimize the noise, you can also minimize a bunch of accidents. I'm talking drawing on the wrong layer. I'm talking about making a typo in the middle of your writing. Those kinds of mistakes. Everyone could tell you that I'm like the worst multitasker in history. If I'm doing two things at once, one of those things is gonna be fucked or half-assed. There's no other way. So it's good to just lock into that one task and make sure that your room is quiet. And if you don't have the luxury of having a quiet room, you could go to places like libraries. Hell, as I'm making this video right now, I'm in the library. God bless libraries, because I swear I'd be tweaking if these didn't exist. Next, we have ergonomic furniture. One of the most important, if not the most important thing in your setup. What is ergonomic furniture? This is furniture designed to support the human body's natural shape and movements, reducing strain and improving comfort, posture, and overall health during work and relaxation. So yes, the ergonomic mouse, the ergonomic chair, the ergonomic table. Does that exist? I'm pretty sure it does. If your monitor screen is too high and you're craning your neck to write or draw, bring that shit down. If you're sitting on a chair that makes your ass hurt, go and invest in some pillows. If you're getting carpal tunnel in your hand, child, go get you a better mouse.
You may think the pain is fine and that you can muscle through it.
But no, you can't, and you shouldn't. Some of the worst drawings I've ever made in my entire life happened when I was trying to draw through some wrist pain. You feel less tired and more eager to work when you're not in pain all the time. Suppose you could find a way to make your workspace more comfortable than your bed. I say go for that. Please do that because it's important if you want to get some work done. So all the things that I mentioned so far, like natural lighting, noise reduction, and ergonomic furniture are all important. I know some of these things are hard to attain, especially in this economy, but there's ways to get these things for cheap. It requires getting a bit out of your comfort zone to find your comfort zone. There are many times where I'd work in a Starbucks or a parking lot in my car or the library, of course, but if you have a room that you're mostly working in and it's quiet and has the ergonomic furniture and the nice lighting, why not spend some time little by little making the place your own? One of the best and free ways to do that will be in the next section. I love the collective groan that came from all of you just now, but I will put emphasis on it regardless. And I'm doing this more for me because I could be kind of messy. There are two types of messes, the clothes mess and the food mess. The clothes mess is kind of the more socially acceptable one because it's just normal. You could take off your clothes and you drop them on the floor. You got shoes, purses, and papers lying around everywhere. It happens, we all get exhausted. And then on the flip side, there's the food mess. More people tend to frown at this kind. The kind of rooms with bugs and old food containers and bottles on top of clothes. This kind of mess comes from psychological issues like ADHD, depression, and hoarding. I've never had a food mess in my room, only because the ants in my neighborhood are vicious and I want no smoke with them. Their pinchers sting. Bro, like one of them bit my fucking eyelids when I was sleeping. That shit woke me up faster than Samsung Homecoming could ever do. I live in fear because of these fuckers. Plus, I have a fear of like flying bugs, so that's the only reason why I don't have like food containers. I just hate bugs. But no, wait. Let me clarify. I love bugs, but I hate the flying ones. Anyways, side tangent aside, like I've had a depression room before with clothes piled high, no place to walk, no place to sit, no place to do anything, no place to breathe. Can't even open the fucking door. Like that kind of room. And what caused that depression was a new roommate who was just loud and inconsiderate. I was like crying like every day. I couldn't take the loud music, the constant guests, and the loud talking on the phone. And because of all that, my room was just a mess. Like chaotic brain. I couldn't focus. I couldn't do anything. Like I was just over. Luckily he left and I was able to clean it again. But I understand how hard it is to keep a clean space when you're depressed or overworked or whatever. I looked into it because it was a huge problem for me, especially when I was sad or tired. And I found ways to keep my room clean. And I'll share some of those tips with you because at the end of the day, a clean room can improve your mood and productivity. Number 1, if your room is messy, start with one small area first to clean. Maybe start with the desk or on the floor. Just start section by section and you'll have a clean space. Number 2, get in the habit of putting shit back where it belongs. This is my biggest issue. I'm looking at myself in the mirror right now. If you take off your shoes, put them back in their designated area. If you try on a shirt, hang it up or fold it back. Don't just toss it on the bed. If you have trash from cutting paper, put it in the trash can. It's just little things like that could keep your room clean. And then number 3, make cleaning your room a fun thing. Listen to some music, do a little dance, or watch a Rose Maddie video. Preferably that 1-hour video y'all slept on. Go listen to that or some podcast. What you're doing is not a chore. This is part of helping you become the best artist and writer you can be. Let's reframe what we're doing. And then I have number 3. It's a Rose Maddie hack. Just invest in some drawers, shelves, and storage boxes. I tend to hide all of the things I don't want in these damn storage boxes. Like, this has all my lotions and perfumes. This has, like, my hair accessories and combs. This one has, like, my supplements and junk. Like, if you could get better at hiding things, your room can look a bit more organized. I know it can be hard to clean while outside influences can screw you over. Or even if you share a room. Jeez, I used to do that, and the other person was just 10 times more messier than me. If you could just save up and get your own room, whether it's the attic, the basement, the backseat of your car, or some hidden room behind a waterfall, just do it. Having a space to yourself is super important. Once you find a way to get your own room, now it's time to shine and make that place your own. Now, as you could tell by the thumbnail, I have a very pink room. When people walk into this room, the first thing they say is, "This room is very pink." I think the crazy part is that pink isn't even like my favorite color. It's just one of the many colors I tend to associate myself with. But I will admit that pink makes me very happy. Color is one of those things that will always influence mood, wellness, and productivity. Some of the most calming colors, of course, would be blues, greens, and purples. To paint a room in these colors, it'll always be calming to the brain. Many studies that look into chromotherapy note how calming, cool colors can reduce stress and anxiety. But if you know me, I freaking hate cool tones. I rarely color with them. I don't like them. I like warm colors. I like fire. I love heat. But you got me fucked up if you think I'm finna paint my room like a red and yellow like it's McDonald's or some shit. like it's a Wendy's. Like, it's not gonna look like that. I ain't loving it. So I chose pastel colors for me because it's calming, it makes me happy, and it's not too warm, but it's not too cool. It's just the right temperature for me. On some Goldilocks shit, I guess. Pink is the color I like looking at, but I suggest making your room colors you like, and find that shade that you gravitate towards. I like the pink that's closer to red, but I don't just like pink. There's accents of white and green in my room. It's mostly like this palette, but you can find other color combinations that you like. And even if it's not specifically a color combination, you can work on an aesthetic. Yeah, it's time to become designers and design the space that you're gonna be working in. In my little hiatus post, I mentioned that I was gonna redecorate my room because I felt like it was a prison. It did, and it does to some degrees. My room reflects my failures like low-key. Small and cramped with paper-thin walls. It has ants ready to come in at any second if there's a crumb on the floor. And of course, the sweltering heat that kills me every summer. I hate where I live, I hate my room, but I can't move just yet. A lot of these pink decorations I've had with me for years, like in my childhood room, but I kept it in storage because there's nowhere to put anything. I didn't decorate because it would look cluttered. Well, that lasted for like 2 years before I finally broke and decided to put up my decorations again. Who cares if this room looks fucking cluttered and tiny? I'm gonna decorate it anyways. It's not tiny, it's cozy now. I put on my happy home designer outfit and I got to work because I'm not normal, and please never assume that I am. Also, my OCs are interior designers too, so I put on the Joe outfit to be funny, but yes, this is the room I chose. It's like the kawaii room aesthetic. You can find it on Pinterest. You know, you get the aesthetic, you know, Sailor Moon. I use Sailor Moon in all of my videos. If you just listen to any video that I have, there's at least one Sailor Moon song playing. There's Animal Crossing, there's My Melody and Hello Kitty. Honestly, I love My Melody a little bit more than Hello Kitty. There's flowers, there's strawberries. I love strawberries. Like, it's that aesthetic. You can find it on Pinterest. I think I already said that. But I got most of these things from Amazon, AliExpress, Daiso, and Five Below. But yes, you can theme your room anything. 70s themed room, minimalist themed room, electronic themed room, cabin themed room, a video game themed room. Just make it fun and work with the space that you have. When people ask me how the hell I was able to fit everything in this room, including a full-size bed, 2 desks, and a TV, I think it's just my addiction to like these kinds of decorating games like The Sims, My Sims, and of course Animal Crossing. Messing around with the spaces in these games. Space utilization becomes a skill once you practice in the virtual space. The way I tend to design is kind of a chaotic and cluttered, which no study will back up as being good. Like, no, they don't recommend this, but I'm finna do it anyways. I like my room how I like it. But I have a small room, okay? So that contributes to it. I mean, it's not small, it's cozy. Also, every inch of your room doesn't have to occupy space. Your room may be kind of empty. There's a way to style that too and make it look pretty. Just go all out and make your room a place that you want to be in. I remember just today I woke up from a nap and I saw this view and I smiled just a little bit because of this view from my loft. I was like, damn, this is my room and I'm happy. I know fairy unicorn rainbow ain't everybody's cup of tea, but it's mine and it works for me. Why do I keep rhyming in my fucking... Oh my god. Also, last tip, after you get the color down, the aesthetic down, and all that jazz, I would totally encourage you to display things in your room with sentimental value, like necklaces from your grandma, or that art contest award that you won. Pictures of your family and friends can help improve your mood too. But for me, I like to display drawings. Some of you may have noticed that I put the art fight drawings on the wall. That's because these drawings make me smile. You guys are just so skilled and creative, so I just had to put them there, sorry. I have a long tradition of displaying like my friends' art. Back in like middle school, I would put my friends' drawings like in the front of my binder. And then there was just times I would just like frame it back in 2020. But anyways, I also plan to put up a couple of my drawings as well. If something makes you happy, regardless of what that thing is, don't keep it hidden, display it where you can see it. Also, that's another reason why I close my windows is because of light fastness. You know, if you don't know what light fastness is, it's just how quickly a drawing can deteriorate just with the sun hitting it. But if you can open up your windows occasionally, do that. And with that, that's essentially how you could get the room of a true creative. This video is done, but since I'm in the mood to be absurd, give me like a couple of seconds as I edit my room like it's freaking Happy Home Designer. Excuse me. Okay, enough of that. I shouldn't be allowed to edit, but anyways, let me know if you have an aesthetic in your room. Is it clean? Is it messy? Are you gonna redecorate? Are you gonna keep it the same? I need to know. But for now, that's it. That's the video. If you're interested, check out my book 2152, The Trifold Article. It's both animated and illustrated sci-fi and adventure. Some of the drawings that you see on the wall are of these characters, but I wasn't the one that drew them. I swear other people draw my OCs better than I do. Imagine someone like looks at one of the drawings on the wall and they're like, damn, that art sounds so cool. I can't wait to see the comic. And then you just hit with this. Anyways, that will be linked below as well as the newsletter. Make sure to check out the additional links below and see if there's anything that interests you. Like and subscribe or whatever, that is much appreciated. Have fun while creating today, and I'll see you guys later.